What's going on, everybody? So you may see, man, I've got the worst stiff neck. Every day I've had it, right? So it's gotten worse and worse. And this morning, man, it is a 10 out of 10 for pain. So you're going to see me kind of stand kind of weird. But I have shirts I have to print. So I figured, what the hell? I'll just go live. I'll print the shirts. I'll do my best to talk loudly so the microphone picks it up. I'll kind of move it over there, and I'm just going to talk while printing some shirts because there's not a lot going on there's a lot going on in the news, but there's not a lot in terms of hearings and different things that we cover during the day. Congress is in recess. There's no hearings that I'm able to find out. Not sure what time Senate goes or Senate begins. Just some of the headlines so far today. There's a second alarm fire in the backdrop of the Capitol, or the backdrop of the White House today. It's on 7th and D Streets in Southwest D.C., I believe. It's on the 9th story of a high-rise building that's under construction. So that's caused a lot of panic on social media because you could see all the smoke billowing up behind the White House in some photos. So everyone's like, what is it? It looks like the fire has been out now. That's as of 3 minutes ago by D.C. Fire. Second alarm fire has been extinguished, and they're checking for hotspots. It's all done. But yeah, I figure I'm just going to relax a little bit and print some of this stuff, print some of these shirts and things, and kind of, just hang out with you guys in the chat and go from there. But man, I have a stiff neck like a mother today. Have I thought about going to a chiropractor? I actually have scoliosis. That's why I get back pain quite a bit. And someone said get CBD. Man, I've been taking CBD. I've got these CBDs. I've already had 2 this morning. I got CBD in the vape trying to do it. I've got no more Tylenol. That's gone. And ibuprofen. I've taken a bunch of that too. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Long sleeve t-shirts. I could make long sleeve t-shirts for October's mystery box if people want them. Oh, the link is also there. Someone said PT News Discord Lounge. Could, but then that means I have to wear my headphones the whole time. And I don't want to wear my headphones. Seriously, my neck is super sore. I don't know what it was. I woke up this morning and it was killing me. I think my computer is hooked up to Bluetooth. I don't even know what's going on right now. All right, I'll do some long sleeves. So I'll do long sleeves for next month's mystery boxes. So make sure you order. The link is in the description. But for right now, because I don't have Discord here, I'll see real quick. But if it doesn't work easily, I'm not even gonna bother. Don't switch. Let me see. If I jump into the PT News group and let's just jump into the lounge. Can you hear me now? All right. Can you guys hear? Say something again. Okay. Yeah, I know. But maybe other people will come in. Well, you're live on the air right now. Yeah. So we're live in the Discord group under the lounge. So if you guys want to come, the crazy thing though is I'm not going to be able to have my headphones on. And I didn't have the speakers hooked up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a little test with WYSIWYG right now, who's listening. All right, WYSIWYG, say something again. It's not going to work. It's super quiet. Why? Shit. How come I'm not seeing it on the voice meter thing? It's not going up. Oh, man. It was a good thought. I could go downstairs and get speakers and plug them all in, but I don't really want to. Oh, yesterday? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. They don't yeah, I think Discord, I think we're all kind of new to it. We don't use it that much, so it's new. you know. But I like it. It's cool. Hold on. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna unplug my headset for a second. Hold on. My head hurts. Oh, camera. On, camera. Alright, let me see. Let me switch. Ah, fucking neck, bro. My fucking neck. Alright, so there's the other one. Let me see if this works now. Because then maybe I could keep these on from afar. Oh shit, pressing all the wrong buttons. Yeah, that'll work. So we could do that. So if you want to be in the Discord group, you can do that. And I'll try to read the chat as I can do it. But today I have to print the Second Amendment pistol shirts. I got to print 28, an extra large. So I've got them set up here. I've got my printer all warmed up. I'm going to try to do it. But like I said, you know, I was going to mow the lawn, but it rained horribly last night. So the only thing I can do is this, you know? Just get some of these down. And this is going to be a problem because you have a stiff neck. All right. Whoever that is, you got to mute your audio. That's you. The guy that's like, are you serious? That one. You got to mute your audio. Who is it? Tootsie, mute your audio. I don't even know what they said. No, clearly. But, alright, here, then I'll fucking do it. I will do it then. Go. Man, these shirts look good though, don't they? These ones? They look nice. That's a custom design. I actually did like a contest for independent designers, and I muted that person. And yeah, so I did a contest, and the winner of the contest got $250. That was the design I chose. What is going on with this shit? I'll have to sort through that later. But yeah, I'm just printing up T-shirts. WYSIWYG, have you're in Hollywood area. What do you think about the whole Nicki Minaj thing? Oh yeah, she's still. Yeah. There's others. So that comedian from How High or whatever. That guy, what's his name? Brewer. Yeah, he was on television shows yesterday as well. Shit, this is gonna be hard because these have to go flat. Which is great because I mean you shouldn't. Nobody should. You shouldn't be mandating vaccinations. I mean, it's simple as that. There shouldn't be any mandated vaccinations. But well, didn't it just go into place? Didn't it just go into place yesterday that all indoor locations in Los Angeles have to? I think Ottawa in Canada just did that as well this morning. Yeah, I think I saw something that said it. I don't know if it actually happened. What up? Good? Oh, mandatory vac? For mandatory? Really? Or so what was the what and that was to all employees or just you guys? All right. Yeah, if you send that to me, I'll write something up anonymously cuz that's a huge one. Yeah. But so don't say anything more so people don't figure out who you are. But oh, really? Really? Wait, they overruled his conviction? Oh, people. Yeah, I wonder if they'll go out and start protesting that now. Probably. I was thinking that BLM is going to have to make a return pretty soon. We're getting kind of close to the 2022 election. So you would think that they would, have to start putting start getting out there and protesting and putting in all the work for the Democrats again like they did last year. You don't think so? It's still too early? Yeah. It's weird. It's crazy. Oh, wait, you guys can't hear this? You'd have to be in Discord to hear both sides? No, but they're supposed to. Hold on. Oh, shit. That's a hot peel. They won't hear me. Why? Here, someone talk for a minute.
Tweet that came out from Australia
There you
about
go. Now you're
how they're
live.
in lockdown and the Australians can't leave their homes, but yet there's an American film crew that's taken over the city that's shooting with hundreds of extras, and people are starting to go, wait a minute, what the heck is going on?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
There. Now I have the sound fixed. So that's in Australia, huh? Because I know a guy that is one of our viewers that does a lot of extra work, and he just got cast to be an extra in a movie, and he's now he texted me this morning. He's got to get vaccinated in order to be even though it's not in California, but he's got to get vaccinated to my neck to work as an extra in this.
Right, because extras are in Zone A, and that's Yeah, everybody who's in Zone A is going to be required. That's actors, crew, anybody who works directly within the zone of the crew,
Yeah.
the cast, pardon me, is in that. So
It's weird because, again, a lot of people think that it's all about being anti-vax. Who was it? I wrote an article this morning, well, just basically a synopsis of this John Lemon, the end of his show yesterday. And he made a comment where, I forgot what it was, what the actual phrase was that he used. But he basically, he's like, oh, we have to make them uncomfortable about the unvaccinated, saying enough is enough. Like, we've been nice. Like, all this. I mean, these people are so fucking nuts. There's no other way to say it. They're just nuts. They don't believe in freedom. They don't believe in the individual right to make a choice about something. I'm not anti-vaccine. I think everyone should have their own right to make their determination on what they do with their body. And I have to say that every time because some people will be like, oh, Steve's an anti-vaxxer. Actually, I'm not. I believe in the vaccine if you believe in it. I believe in anyone using it if that's what you believe in. I'm not anti. Yeah, someone's got to mute their audio, whoever that is, because we hear you.
hey, Mixor, mute your mic, please.
Some people will be like, oh, actually, I'm not. I believe in the vaccine.
Yeah, that's my biggest gripe about every reporter that comes out to these rallies and protests. That they always claim it's anti-vax. The people aren't there are some people who are anti-vax, but it's not the underlying issue. It's the mandatory part, which they always skip.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just muting all these people. Guys, when you come in, just mute your microphone in the Discord.
I think that was a Tootsie on the mute.
That comes out to these rallies, protests.
Everyone's got their things on. I keep turning them on.
Maybe what we can do is get April to go in at some point and set the Discord to automatically mute everybody as they enter.
Yeah, April, if you can do that, or any of the mods.
That does sound like a good plan.
Yeah. And then the whole J6 thing, that I had a long phone conversation about that. This thing that's happening in DC this weekend. Because it was on my local news this morning. They started putting up the fencing around the Capitol overnight, so the Capitol is all fenced in again. And I'm like, I don't understand by any rationale how people think it's a good idea. I guess they're just going with the idea that negative publicity is still good publicity. But, like, even the guy Matt Branyard, or whatever his name is, he did an interview with our local news. And then, they took a clip out, and then he posted the whole interview because he had it up there. And he posted it on his Twitter page. And I don't know, I just don't know how he thinks that it looks good, like it helps anybody. Because it certainly doesn't. This whole event this weekend is an op. And I think anyone that goes to it is literally just asking for attention. My personal belief on that matter.
Do you not think that people have a legitimate gripe?
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong, they do. I mean, the protest is for... I mean, here's the thing, because the media is portraying that the protest is for something other than what it is. They're saying that it's in support of the January 6th protesters, which that's not what it is. It's about due process and about affording the same rights to the people that are charged in the January 6th protests as anybody else would be. That's what that protest is supposed to be for, but they're not even getting their message across enough. The media is running with the narrative, and
well, the half-truth sounds more inflammatory than
it's
actual truth,
right? Because then they just keep this whole insurrection thing going. It just stays. It stays in the news. It stays relevant. So no matter what Nancy Pelosi or anybody else does, General Milley, the Afghanistan, the 8,400 people that are staged at our border right now, attempting to cross. You want to talk about it? The job numbers. The whole thing that'll headline this weekend is this protest in D.C., and now all the Capitol fence had to go up. National Guard is going to be declared. I've seen articles where it said that the use of deadly force was authorized on these protesters. It's so much stupid shit for what? A group of maybe 100 people that are going to go out there and protest? Or
in fact, what they've done to combat that deserves a bigger protest than the original protest.
Right. I mean, and here's the thing. Do I think the protest should still go on? Yeah, I just don't think it should be in D.C. anymore. The media and the politicians and the Metropolitan Police Department and the Capitol Police, they're all playing off of the fear that what happened on January 6th is going to happen again. So take that power away from them. Move it to a conference center in Virginia or a park in Pennsylvania, anywhere else, but they don't want to.
It amazes me that they never scared off BLM Antifa the way they have Patriots for sharing their voice.
Well, it's different because BLM and Antifa are the arms of the Democratic Party. That's what it is, and it was successful. I mean, I heard the interview. So again, this guy Jason, whatever his name is, or whatever the guy's name is, I forgot now. The guy that's putting on this Look Ahead America thing. He posted on his social media a full interview he did with the local media. And whoever that is, mute your audio, please. Super annoying. Got it. But he talked about all the publicity he's getting from this. It's almost like he doesn't realize that negative publicity and how much it hurts everybody else. January 6th hurt the Republican Party. It hurt conservatives. It hurt patriots. It hurt everybody because those actions that day were not conducive to any message that I believe in. They weren't conducive to any messages the majority of the Republican Party or the majority of the conservatives that I know believe in. And then when I was listening to the interview, I actually got mad today because I'm like, it's a show. It's not, this guy doesn't care. He just wants the publicity, and at fundraisers, he brags about how he made $30,000 in a week for fundraising for it. It's just, I don't know. It disgusts me a little bit to think about. I don't know. That's my opinion. I think it's all an op. I don't think it has the best interests of the people that are locked up in for January 6th. Just don't think they have the holy shit, is it already 11 o'clock?
Yeah, so then the challenge is how do you get the word out? How do people start to understand and see what's going on in this country? And these nonviolent criminals at this point are being held outside of due process.
Well, in this instance, what I would have done...
The Hall, who's already out on bail, who literally attempted to murder somebody while protesting.
Right. Who was that? What are you talking about?
The City Hall stabber, the August 14th at City Hall during the mandatory vaccine protest, Stop Socialism protest.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy that had the $60,000 bail or something like that. Yeah.
It was reduced from $1 million.
Yeah, I'm more concerned with because here's what I would have done, okay? If I was in charge of this protest and all that good stuff. On the September 18th. On Monday, I would have called a press conference and I would have said, we are going to move our event. We're not going to be in D.C. because why? We don't want to become a burden on the city. You know what I mean? We don't want the left to hijack the media like they have. We don't want them to do that, so we're taking back control over the narrative. That's what I would have done. Moved it to a different location. Because now, no matter what they do, because here's the thing, even if that event goes without a hitch and is peaceful, they're not going to get credit for that. They're not going to get the credit. It's going to be the fact that fences went up, that the whole Metropolitan Police Department was activated. It's going to be all about that. It's not going to be about this event. They're not going to get the publicity that's positive that helps these guys. The people that are locked up and that are not being afforded due process. I mean, here's a real question for anyone out there. Why is it that you have over 400 people or 300 people right now that are being held without bail on misdemeanor charges, non-violent misdemeanor charges. Like, if anyone actually has the answer to that, I'd be very curious. And I don't think people do. I think it's just easier to be like, oh, they're insurrectionists, they're Trump supporters. You know, because that's what everyone does. They just blame. They blame everybody. Couldn't you stifle the media for 1 or 200 show up and peacefully protest their agenda without any political affiliation showing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nothing's going to go away. This whole event's already been hijacked by the media. There's nothing that could be done to change that narrative now. I mean, he's already publicly said he doesn't want anyone, you know, to wear any affiliation. And then, get this, a conservative, a guy that worked on the Trump administration, he says, well, I don't want people showing up that are wearing Trump gear or Stop the Steal or, you know, he made mention of the Proud Boys, all that stuff today. He's like, and if people do show up we're going to photograph them, we're going to take their picture, we're going to find out who they are, we're going to post them online. What? What kind of conservative says that shit? What kind of patriot does that stuff? That's because he said we're just going to assume they're infiltrators because we told them not to do it. I mean, it's so dumb. You sit there, you're campaigning for freedom, and yet you're literally encroaching on everyone's freedom to do what they want.
That sounds exactly what Antifa does.
It is exactly what Antifa does, and that's the thing. Yeah.
Did you see that the guy that killed the Independence police officer yesterday? He was out on bail with his with his own. How do you say that word?
Own recognizance.
Yeah, that word.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have even been out.
Yeah, I read something about that too. It's freaking insane, dude. It's insane, and he's not the first one. You got the bail fund, the Minnesota bail fund, that releases or bails out criminals, and Kamala Harris is the one that did it. They bail out a guy that a couple of days later goes and kills someone. Insane. What's happening to our country all the time is insane. 4, 5, 6, 7. 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 more. 13 more of these. But yeah, these it's just the whole state of our country right now is just weird, man. Just like every day, we think we're gonna every day you think it's gonna be the end, like we're just gonna be able to finally relax and have, like, even today is a slow news day, and I've been tagging our writers all morning in different articles because I knew I had to do this, and plus for the first bit until the CBD kicked in, I couldn't even really lift this arm because my neck is so stiff right now. And it kind of sucks. I got a feeling like this is God saying, don't work out this week, because that was my plan, is I was going to go super heavy at the gym this week, and I've been out all week long because of my neck.
Hey, Steve, sorry to jump on it, but
yeah.
Tell me about that CBD stuff, because I've got 18 screws in my right leg near my ankle, and 2 rods there. And does it work?
It works for me for like constant pain, like stuff like this. Like if you get a cut or something like that, is it gonna work? Nah. You know what I mean? But it works for, like, I take it a lot for knee pain and swelling and stuff like that. That's where it works. It works for me. It works better than aspirin or Tylenol. That's the one thing.
That's my fear, is always being on the aspirin, Tylenol, or ibuprofen. If that CBD stuff really does help reduce the inflammation, kind of thing. Right. My leg.
Yeah, I mean, if I get a headache now or something like that, I just take CBD. I don't take aspirin or Tylenol. But that tells you that today was pretty. I woke up this morning and it was. I don't know why it was so bad. It was rough. So, I mean, I've taken 2 of the 15 milligram rings. I think they're 15 or 10. And then I've also it's in the vape as well. I'm trying to get off of the nicotine that's in the vape, so I'm now just doing that. And then this, like, menthol crap. What's that?
I know you take the CBD. Have you ever tried Kratom?
No. I consider that a drug, so I don't do it. I mean, CBD is technically a drug, but...
all herbal. I was on painkillers for my back. And
yeah.
I moved to Kratom, it being all natural.
Yeah, no, I don't do it. Because I don't smoke pot either. Pot makes me nauseous, and it always has. I think I'm allergic to it. I don't smoke pot, and that's why I like the CBD I have. You can get like, forgot the name for it is, where it's like dual chain, so it has CBD and THC. I don't get that because I think I'm allergic to
Delta
THC.
8.
Huh?
Talking about the Delta 8.
Oh, I don't know. No, Delta 8's a brand, I think. No, not Delta 8. It's like this CBD from justcbd.com. They are a sponsor of our show, and if you use code Citizen20, you get 20% off your order, and I make money off it. It's good. This is hemp-infused gummies. What these ones are. But I just like Just CBD because, one, they're good. They're one of the only ones that actually work for me. And then, two, you can use your phone, and on the back there's a little QR code. You could scan that code and actually look up the individual batch. So it's pretty cool, you know. And they work. I mean, they don't work as much. Like when I first, the very first time that I took them, I swear I got high. Like I felt like I did. My wife even thought I did. Because what it did is it just mellowed me out. Like my brain actually shut off for a little bit. It doesn't do that anymore. But it literally, if you've ever taken like a Valium or what the hell's the other one? Xanax or something like that, kind of had that same effect where it just made my brain stop for a little bit and I just got to purely relax. And all we did is we just hung out and watched a movie. But I was just getting too stressed out, and I won't take drugs. I don't like taking, I took a Xanax once before I got on a plane, but I don't like drugs. I've always been opposed to them. So I don't like taking them. So I was trying to find something that would work. And someone kept saying CBD. So I remember driving all the way out to a CBD store, finding this brand, and taking it, and it's worked. For a long time. I lost count, so I got to count all these again. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19. 9 more. Fuck, it felt like I did more than that. You guys keep count for me. What is that? So that's 19. So this is 20. So I got to do 8 more after this one. But I did see a comment before where you're like, oh, I thought Steve did screen printing. We do, or we used to. I switched to the heat press so I could do them myself because I got too tired of trying to rely on other people to do it. Now these are more, these aren't like vinyl. These are screen printed transfers. So the quality lasts a lot longer. I ran a test on the one that I wore that day that said, hi, I don't care or whatever. I ran that through the wash 20 times to see if it started chipping or fading, just to test the whole thing. And it still looks brand new. I just don't wear it that much because I don't like the actual shirt. These are the Gildan 5000 soft things, I think, or heavy cotton ones. So they're good. They're good. But yeah, if people want the long ones, the long sleeve t-shirts, for next month's mystery boxes, order it. I'll do it because a bunch of people already said they wanted long sleeve t-shirts. So the link to this video, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that, the link is in the description. You could buy it. If it says we're sold out of the mystery box, we're sold out because I'm not selling more. Like this month or last month, I did paid advertising on Facebook just to see how it would work, and I sold entirely too many of these. Well over 100 boxes across all the platforms, and it's too much. It's too much work for me to print them all up, and that's why these, what is today? 16th? These were supposed to ship out yesterday, but I'm still printing them. There's just hundreds of shirts to print, 561 pieces, but it totally works out too.
Check out the canvas shirts. It's another brand like Gildan. It's more like a cotton poly blend, though.
That's Bella Canvas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think They're more like an athletic fit, like you like.
Yeah. That's what all the old shirts. That's probably what this one is. But that's what all like the Back to Blue and stuff shirts that I did. It was the Gildan 3000, I think, are the another version of Bella. But what I plan to do next month is for the mystery boxes. Not only will they have these designs, but then they'll also have, the Pure Truth logo or Citizen Stringer logo on them, and then we'll replace the tags of the shirts with Pure Truth tags. So, but yeah.
Hey, Steve, I know you got a lot of contacts on a lot of different platforms here. Have you had a chance to talk to guys from Discord at all?
From what?
From Discord, the app.
No.
Discord. The only thought, I'm using the push to talk button on the app. It'd be so awesome if they had the push to talk button on watch, where I could just reach over to my watch and push the button to talk.
Oh yeah, that would kind of be cool. Yeah, I didn't even I've never really used Discord until what was it? Saturday when I went into DC, or no, Friday when we played some video games. Because I've never used it, and I didn't know how cool it was. And then we used it when I was walking around in DC, and it was rad to be able to talk. I think we had like over 2 people sitting in the chat as I'm walking, exploring DC. Sometimes it was hard to hear, but it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. I lost count again. Anybody been paying attention? I'm just gonna make like
Last
4.
I heard was 19.
Yeah, but I don't know how many I printed since then. I'm just gonna print like 4 more and then call it for this one at least. Cause the thing about it is this room, the office, it looks okay, right? And it's got all the windows over here. It's nice. This whole wall is windows, and then I got this window, and I could open it, but I like it cold. I like it, cold. I run the AC at 70. But man, this thing runs at 400 degrees. It's actually at I'm at 388 right now. Prints are supposed to be at like 390.
You need to put an exhaust fan in one of the windows.
I need to do something. But I was talking to Adam last night. We were kind of joking around. And what I may do is stockpile some different designs and do like a live print one day where people can order prints live, and I'll just mail them right out during the show. Adam was like, you need to do that. And I'm like, I don't know. It's an interesting idea. But so like you could go online and buy a design or buy a shirt with a design, and I would print it, ship it, put the label out. It would send it, make a notification right on the website or right online that you just ordered something.
Like a Pearl party.
Yeah, do a Google form database first so people can sign up. That way they can, know that you're going to print it right then before you actually start, so you don't have 2,000 people trying to do it all at one shot.
Yeah, but you see how quickly the shirts go. Shirts print quick. The shirts, as long as I know what design I'm printing, and what size, because you guys can't see it, but underneath this table, I have this cube thing where I could keep all the shirts, so I could actually just do it pretty quick. Adam was like, "You got to do that. That's such a good idea." And I was like, I was kind of joking, but probably would sell a lot of the shirts that way. I like doing the shirts and the mystery boxes and all that stuff quite a bit more than I like sitting here and being like, "Oh, you guys send super chats or stars or any of that." Someone said, "When did Steve start printing his own shirts?" I made the decision to do it last month because the printer that I was using didn't get me. So 2 months ago, the June mystery boxes, I used a printer here because I was trying to be nice and use local. And I actually lost money on the mystery boxes because they charged me so much money for the shirts. And they weren't even that good. but they charged me so much. So the next month, I bought them online. And the boxes I shipped out on the 15th, but I got 8 boxes of shirts delivered to my house on the 14th. So luckily, you know, my wife and kids and everybody helped me pack all those mystery boxes to get them out. But after that, I was like, you know, there's no reason for me to wait till last minute because I could just do it myself. So I started looking up how to do it with the heat presses and all that stuff, and I wanted to find like the best one because like these designs aren't that bad because they don't feel like paper. Like for example, this design, which is Rogue American Apparel, they'll probably get mad that I said this, but I don't know what this is. I think this is more like it's definitely a screen print, and it's definitely top layered because it's starting to fade, but you can feel it. So I feel like it'd be a really good shirt to bench in because it like grips. So it'd be, but you feel it. This, you don't really feel as much. It's softer because of the type of vinyl or the type of screen print that I used that they have. So yeah. Let me count these again while this is hot. 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15. 24, 5, 26. Motherfucker. I thought I was done. Excuse my language. Excuse my French. That was 26. Someone else said 27. Maybe I miscounted. But I'll make an extra one. These are extra large, so if I make an extra one, it's okay. But, I mean, you can see how quickly I could do it. That's 28 shirts, and how long's this video been live? I can't tell, but not that long. Someone said, we need help where the F is Harris. So, Master, am I printing my own transfers? No, because you have to wick them, I think is what the term is called. And here's the thing is, I have very little artistic ability whatsoever. So I can't draw worth of shit, so I buy all the designs, and usually I do, like, for this design, like I said, I did a raffle, and then with all designers, I think I got like 40 different designs, and I chose that one just because I like it. And like this is fucking sick. You know, and that's the thing about the mystery boxes, you'll never be able to get these designs again. They're only sold in the mystery boxes. So I don't sell them in the store, even though this one's pretty damn sick. It would look good on hoodies. That's originally what it was supposed to be, is I was supposed to get the t-shirts, so 2 orders of the t-shirt and then an order of hoodies, because I was going to, each mystery box was going to get 2 t-shirts and a hoodie, and then I was just going to fill them with all the old shirts that we have downstairs. But they didn't, sorry, my neck is sore still, but they didn't send me dark heather sweatshirts and hoodies. They sent me dark heather t-shirts. I had to yell at them, and these suck because these are 50-50 blend. So yesterday when I did the order, actually it doesn't look like it does it now. Oh yeah, so it burned it because I did it too long, because you can't keep the same pressure on, so it actually burned when I put and it doesn't pop as much on this shirt, but it literally burned the shirt a little bit. You could see kind of the line down there. So now I have to figure out even how to print with those, but I think I'm going to shut this off and just let it cool down. It's lunchtime too. What time is it? 12? I still have so many damn shirts to print. It's not even funny. But the large and the extra large were the biggest ones. Because I think for the large shirts, I think I had, I don't remember. I had a lot. Oh, fuck, this camera's all out now. Approximately how many shirts are in the mystery box? A lot. But what I do with my camera.
That's part of the mystery, right?
Yeah, but it's a lot. So it's usually 3 new designs. I don't know what I just did with my camera. Usually it's 3 new designs, and then after that, I just fill them with all the old ones. So I think that, if you have a small or medium box, you end up getting way more t-shirts because the boxes I could fit a lot more t-shirts. I think the most I ever fit in a box was 10 t-shirts. Because I've got like 7 totes downstairs. Because that's the one thing I used to use my it's not sublimation. I see someone said it's sublimation. The shirt needs to be at least 65 polyester for the ink to press. But that's not sublimation. Someone said, how do you get a mystery box? You go to the link that's on the description of this video, or you can go to this one right here. But they don't ship, so like they won't be shipping until next month now. But we also give away a bunch of stuff. So we're giving away a TV and all that stuff. We're giving away a TV this month and $250 in gift cards. Next month, I'm going to buy a coffee printer, or like a coffee mug printer. And so I'll be able to do that. Those are sublimation. So I'm going to buy a coffee mug printer, and then I'm also going to buy the attachments. I believe I can get them for this one to do hats, because then I could do different tags and stuff. And I probably will never actually print hats because I don't like the vinyl hats. You know what I mean? Instead of where it's embroidered, it's like printed. I don't like those hats.
If you get a, you gotta look for a patent number on it. 6493880. It's a flex fit fitted cap, multi-cammed. It is the best fit on a hat you'll ever buy.
Oh, really? Yeah, because I collect hats, so I have a lot of hats, and like these ones are flex fits. These are the ones I like. I made these a long time ago.
I swear, if you look underneath the label on that hat, you'll find a patent number, PATNO 6493880. Anybody who makes a decent flex fit cap, that's the patent number they use, the patent design.
I don't know where the patent would be.
It's usually under the label tag, right underneath the elastic band.
Yeah.
In the seam and the.
Oh, you know what? It's because it's sewn down, because it's embroidered on the back too. So they like it's sewn down, so I can't pull it back out. That's why. That kind of sucks. But yeah, I like those hats. They're expensive though, and they keep fucking them up. Excuse the language. But when I order them from them, they're expensive. I think my cost is like $29, and I sell them for $35. So I don't order them that much because they're just too expensive. Starting next week too, I'll probably I don't think I'm going to do it on a YouTube channel, but I'm going to just talk about some of the ups and downs of owning an apparel line because a lot of people probably don't realize, because we're a high volume store. We're top 3% of Shopify stores according to Shopify every month, just based on the volume, which is pretty good considering we're just word of mouth, really. We're organic. So what I'll probably do is just make a video where I talk about the things I've learned and the things that, the challenges we face. Because the biggest one, obviously, is shipping. Getting it, getting the order done is quick. And so we tried to drop ship, and then I bought, what was it, $25,000 worth of stock, printed stock, and that's what I still have downstairs. Because the second I do that, people stop ordering. It's just weird of those designs. So, but we're going to get rid of them, and I'll just do these. And eventually what we'll do is I'll keep probably like 20 designs, because for this table, I actually have like the whole attachments for the drawers. And I'll probably just keep 20 designs, and then those will be the ones that are in the store. And then I'll just do releases. And then obviously the mystery boxes, which will always have their own designs in them. And then that way I can just, every day I'll see, okay, I got 10 shirts to print up. 10 shirts I'll print up. Or the coffee cups or all that, because I like the coffee cups. We have a lot of them. I buy every coffee cup that we do put out. I have, so I like them. Someone said if you print any of these designs, women would break the bank. Huh? I can't even read these. What does it say? I don't give a F. I don't know what that means. Unicorn F coffee cup. Don't give a flying unicorn, I guess is what that's supposed to mean.
Or maybe it's like the best coffee cup in the world because it's the unicorn.
Is that what it is? I don't get it. I don't know. Someone said we are at war with the Democrats in our own country.
Kind of like when you find that one car that is everything you were looking for. It's the unicorn.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Wouldn't that now be a goat too? Because greatest of all time.
Yeah, it would, technically. Who is this? Lee? That was talking? You don't say. Someone that doesn't want to know. Someone said there is no FDA-approved vaccine available for Americans for at least 6 more months. Because he's going off of the actual thing. I'm just reading some of these chats. Someone else said, make tank tops. It's a winter, so I probably won't do that. Someone said, y'all doing something socks. There are Trump 2024 socks in my store right now. I don't think anybody's ever bought a pair of socks that we sell. People always ask for it. It's super annoying. They're like, oh, do tank tops, do this, and then I don't sell them. Like the Trump 2024 thing, I must have had 30 people ask me to make that Trump 2024 shirt. So I bought the design. We started making it. Nobody's bought a single one of them. It's like the F your vaccine one. Same thing. I think I sold 10 of them. And everyone's like, oh, make it. So I'm just going to stop making designs that other people want, just make the ones that I want. Someone said, why do you think the Biden administration is mandating vax and not mandating all the illegals who come across the border from being dumped in hotels across the country? It's backwards on purpose. It's a psyop. They want to trigger the gun owners so they can start banning guns if it all goes on a rampage and they have us by the balls. Okay, yeah. I mean, you could think with that weird conspiracy. Do I know why they're doing it? No, I don't think it's a psyop to get the guns. I think that sounds like a little cute conspiracy there. But there's definitely something going on. I don't think our government actually knows what they're doing. That's my firm belief, is I don't think our government has any idea whatsoever of what they're doing. And, there's a measles outbreak in Fort Lee. Yeah, yesterday they reported that there are 7, but then you have Congress people from Jersey that are saying there's more. That they're hearing it's way out of control, and so much so out of control that they stopped all inbound flights too. We heard that yesterday as well, that they've stopped all inbound flights. Angel said a Scooter Steve 2.0 needs to be printed. The answer to that is no. Rancher said, no, dude, LOL, I'm not cute. I know, I really just don't know. I don't have the answer for you on what's happening or why our country is going in such a way or going the way it is. I really don't know. Which side is this? That's this one.
Could you imagine if Trump had stopped those inbound flights, the media, their heads would explode.
The inbound flights out of Kabul?
Because we don't stop other people from coming to this country.
It would have never happened. The whole Afghanistan thing would have never have happened if Trump was still president.
Well, that I 110% agree with, but I'm just stating the optics are anything he did, anytime he wanted to do something of that nature, he was xenophobic,
right,
and a plethora of other names.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden Biden does it and it's no big deal.
Yeah. I really don't know. I mean, Donald Trump couldn't even talk about what color the sky was or anything like that. People, if it was sunny outside, people would challenge him on anything that he possibly said, and they still do. The guy's not even talking about stuff, and then it's like people familiar with his way of thinking said that he doesn't have any intention on showing up on September 18th at that protest. What? How is that even a quote that the New York Times would do? People familiar with his way of thinking? I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Donald Trump has never spoken about going to that January 6th rally, nor has any other politician. And yet they're still quoting Donald Trump and saying that it's his rally. I mean, it's like Don Lemon yesterday trying to equate the people that are vaccine hesitant as Trump supporters.
It's amazing to go down that hole.
It
effect of the rabbit hole.
It's nuts, dude.
It doesn't end.
I mean, considering when you look at the amount of people or the demographic of the unvaccinated, guess what? It's not white people. For some reason, everyone portrays it is. The media just ignores that fact and says people that are vaccine hesitant. Doesn't say, it doesn't, and then they always try to connect it to Trump. It's Trump's fault. Trump this, Trump that. It's not. The biggest group of people, it's not white people that are vaccine hesitant. But it doesn't even matter because they'll never talk about that. The only thing that matters to them is what narrative they could spin. That's why they're going after Nicki Minaj so much now. They're going after her a lot, crazy. But someone said last retweet, truckers are not happy with Congress for denying funding for projects that would increase truck parking capacity. Although Dems dropped the latest ball, don't forget that Senate Republicans did not include truck parking when negotiating the infrastructure bill, said Landlines Magazine's Tyson Fisher. And to pull this stunt on National Truck Driver Appreciation Week, the year following, damn near every Congress member praising truckers for their services during the pandemic shutdown is probably the most insulting part of this entire thing. Let's not forget that truck parking crisis has been around for many years. The GOP had control of Congress without addressing the issue. There's plenty of blame to go around, but at the end of the day, the result is still the same. That is Landline's Tyson Fisher, who's commenting on the fact that, it's kind of what I was saying last night in last night's show about the trucking industry. These truckers have so much power, they don't even realize it yet. I mean, think about it. What other demographic, what other group in America could just say, listen, we are not doing we're not doing this. We're not transporting anything. We're not doing anything until you actually do what you say you're going to do, or find parking, find something. You know what I mean?
The problem, Steve, is I love a lot of these truckers. Jeremy Johnson is a dear friend.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of them, but nobody wants to step up and be the leader. They don't realize how powerful their voices are.
Yeah.
And I've told Jeremy not too long ago, I was like, Jeremy, even though I know you say you don't want to be the leader, until we have a leader, there's no getting it done without a clear and concise message. And that's what we're lacking.
Yeah. But here's the thing is they've tried, like I know Jeremy too. I talked to him a lot. That's why he was in the show yesterday. I sent him a message and said I was going to be talking about it, but it's even the people that do step up and try to take that lead, there's so much fighting because it's different demographics. You got different nationalities, you got different ways to truck, you got different people that take different loads. You can't get to the common core of what the issue is in trucking because nobody actually cares. Everyone only cares about their individual things. They don't care about, what affects another trucker. They only care about if rates are low or if broker price gouging or ELDs, hours of service. Even though the ELD compliance, it doesn't change any of the hours of service compliance that you already had. The only thing it does is it keeps you honest, which a lot of people hate. And here's the question. If we're going to put ELDs in place, and this is probably out of the wheelhouse for people that don't know about trucking, but if we're gonna mandate ELDs and mandate hours of service and all that stuff, why do we exempt truckers when it's an emergency? That doesn't make any sense. If we trust truckers during time of emergency to haul our freight without having to abide by hours of service and all that stuff, why the hell would we restrict them when we're not in an emergency? It doesn't make sense. And I've never understood that one at all.
It never will make sense. But it's like you said, most of these guys, as long as rates are good, because Rick Santiago actually did a video when we were planning this last shutdown was being talked about. Rick Santiago actually did a video and said that, rates are good right now. So why are you guys going to throw a hissy fit? These were his words. Why are you going to throw a hissy fit about a little bitty needle in your arm?
Because he's a grifter.
So... yeah, exactly. He goes wherever the wind's blowing.
Yeah.
Whatever suits his fancy.
I'm sure he's already been contacted, by somebody to be like, hey, why don't you get out there and tell all the truck drivers to do it? I guarantee I wouldn't be surprised. But he doesn't really have a platform. I know when he went live and because I got a million messages and they're all like, oh, look at what he just said. And I'm like, I don't care. I really don't. I mean, it's it's just crazy. But that's I'm working on a story right now, and I emailed the TIA. I emailed all the truck stops this morning. Not a single response from any of them so far. But I wanted to find out about the vaccine requirements and how that's going to affect trucking as it is now. So I wanted to shit. What was I going to say?
Well, all I can say is good luck with that, because America Without Drivers actually asked for a statement from OOIDA, the ATA, USTA, UTA. We asked all of them for their stance on mandating the vaccine in the trucking industry, and never heard a word from any of them.
Right. Hold on one second.
So,
Sorry. Gotta answer emails. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people are crazy.
ELDs were already mandated and in place. Were they not? Wasn't that like 2 years ago?
ELDs, yeah. MAP 21. What was that? 2006? 2018? No, 2016, I think. But ELDs have always been a problem. Because I mean, I hated them. I had trucks until the beginning of 2020, I think, no, the beginning of 2019 is when I sold my trucks, and I remember having to go pick them up when I had to like repo it from a driver or something like that, and getting in. Like there was one time because it was a hot shot with a 40-foot trailer, and I remember moving one of the trucks at a truck stop. So like a driver, I only had like a half an hour left in my reset, and a trucker couldn't find a place to park. So I tried to move out, and I tried to go. I went 6 miles an hour, and it put me in violation. I said, screw it, took it out, threw it out the window, and drove all the way home. I'm just like, ELDs suck because...
It plays into the whole, like, I mean, I hate to say it, but and I have family that's in the business. The percentage of guys who drive for a career and the percentage of guys who drive, like, warehousing is a big problem in our area now, and the average individual working in a warehouse is what, less than a year, 8 months maybe?
Yeah it's a crazy time. This whole thing is nutty, everything that's going on, and I wish more people knew about trucking. I wish more people understood some of the issues, and that's why I talk about it so much, because
respect both ways, from sharing the road and all kinds of stuff like that.
And I mean, I remember once talking to my mother, and I'm like, when you're driving down the road, she was on the interstate just driving. I wasn't with her, but I was talking to her on the phone, and we're talking about trucking and how, people don't pay attention to trucks. And I'm like, that truck that you're passing probably right now, or you see a truck driver right now, that driver lives in that truck. And most likely that driver owns that truck and is paying on it. And it's a mortgage, and he's got a family and all that stuff. Those are business owners. And that's the thing about, a lot of trucks, is even if you're under a lease purchase op, people don't realize that. They don't understand it's like the true livelihood of the truckers that are behind the wheel there. And I think, awareness or training or something would...
letting them roll in and merge in on a clover leaf. It's all kinds of crazy that way.
Yeah. There's just a lot, man. People will figure it out. Checking all these emails too. I apologize for this. I gotta still work, do all that. But I think that there was a White House press conference that was supposed to... I think it's going to be at 2:30. I may cover... I don't even know if I'm going to cover it, to be honest. Today is Thursday, though, so I'm not going to have a regular Wake Up America show. I still have a bunch more shirts to print. But I'll be honest, I may try to go take a nap and see if that loosens up my neck. Sometimes it does that. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm not sure. Adam had some stuff to do this morning. I know he'll do a regular show today, but... For anyone that is watching, I'll probably just do Discord and video games tonight. Hopefully it works. I'll do Discord the way I did the other day, because I think it worked while we were live streaming, because I connected.
Oh, it fucking worked, all right. It worked.
What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just talking to myself. My bad. Go ahead.
Would you
I
just
don't want to interrupt you?
You just wake up?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, it was a long... we had a birthday
Oh, there you
party
go.
tonight. So yeah, we've been hanging out. But, yeah, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just I didn't think you would hear me, honestly.
Oh no, everyone hears you. You're live right now. So.
Oh Jesus.
That's DK, everybody.
Everybody, make sure to buy your Bibles and keep it at your bedside every night because that's exactly what you need. And you know what? I think this country needs a lot more of that. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I think the country needs something. I don't even know what it needs right now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a Bible, but I mean, I think that's not a bad start.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, wait, what? If you'd like to support the channel, visit Liberty High School? What you talking about, April? Maybe I just walked into a message back and forth, but I don't know what that was.
Where's that comment? Is that in Discord or is that on Facebook?
That's on Twitch. And she said I screwed up. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? If you'd like to support the channel, visit a high school? Come on, April. You have one job. No, she's got like a million jobs.
No. April's a fantastic person. No, how dare
she
you
is. But yeah, Jen Psaki, Senate, someone said Kate Speaks is showing Senate. Senate's not live. Not yet. I thought they would have been too. Maybe they'd go live at 2 or 3, but yeah, I will I'm depending on what happens, I gotta go eat something too. That's my main issue is I got hungry.
Once we're not live, I actually have something I want to tell a couple of you guys.
Okay, yeah.
Not you, Steve. You can leave.
Oh. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're in my Discord, son bitch. But
I just like messing with you.
Yeah, no, you're good. And then tonight, right around 7:00, I'm just gonna be playing video games. If you don't like that, don't watch. We'll talk politics and play video games, and then we'll kind of do a pseudo call-in show if you have Discord.
A racing game, since we all like the driving.
No.
Oh, man.
The only straight up no. The only one I play is Counter-Strike for right now. You know.
Really, you're an old school guy.
Yeah, it's the only game I like. Like I have Call of Duty and all that. I just suck at it. But
hey, Steve.
Yeah.
I just sent you an intelligence briefing for the January 6th rally. If you want to take a look at it.
To what? My email?
Really?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
I know they pulled over a van that day Tiny got shot. They pulled over a van load of Antifa. Did they ever get the shooter?
I heard that they did, and then that they didn't.
I later on I heard that they actually didn't though. Like the guy that shot was in TP clothes. It's hard to. I mean, how do you identify somebody like that, right?
Follow Mary Todd on Twitter. It's at Mary Todd USA.
I follow Mary Todd religiously.
And you'll see the video that was released through a FOIA request to Olympia, Washington
that video
PD.
came out from FOIA?
Yeah. That was a FOIA request by our friend of ours. And
shout out to the Patriots, I guess.
It got a lot of return from that.
As well,
and there's a lot of video from all the cameras around the bus stop that shows the shooter, where they went, the buses they got onto.
So you're saying the CCTV footage was?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Mary Todd released clips of all the different angles.
Cool. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I talk a lot.
Hey, Steve, when reading that, remember that's written by a private sector intelligence service.
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah, but it's written by, but it's written by people who are former feds and intelligence professionals. So, but take it
when you say that.
Yeah,
okay. When you say that, what do you mean?
Yeah. Here's one for you. Wait, hold on. Page 4, and I know everyone that's in the chat has no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm not putting this out. But page 4, second paragraph.
Some people might know you're
that's bullshit. Whoever wrote that, you guys should just fire them because that is bullshit. And I've never heard that from the media too.
Steve, how many times have you wondered whether it was stupidity or on purpose? Come on, man.
That's bullshit.
You know what's going on.
That's under the recommendations section?
No, right above that. Right above that. The paragraph right before that.
The assessment. Okay, I'll read it.
Yeah, just that one paragraph.
I haven't even read it, to be honest with you. I just got it by email.
Oh, yeah, just read that one paragraph, and you are going to be like, that's bullshit. Like, for one, I haven't seen the media report it, but if that was true, then the Capitol Police are setting this whole shit up. Oh my God, can you imagine that? That would be so fucking dumb.
I can't tell if you're laughing because you're mad or because you're happy.
No, I'm mad.
I mean, the guy who was writing these was the former director of FBI intelligence.
Oh, Jesus.
Careful. But
hey, can we back up on a timeline a little bit? Just wondering about Sergeant Schuler. I haven't looked for or actually heard anything about.
I haven't
doing of late.
I haven't heard anything about him in a while either. Maybe April, if you want to look into it, she can update it.
I came in here to share my cupcake recipe, and this is where we're at.
Going over special security briefings
with the protest and everything coming up. I'm wondering if he's going to have any kind of insights on anything.
They were great cupcakes, by the way, too, guys. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's kind of cool because it talks about all the different demonstration locations for next month or for next weekend. But they're all. It's shit. It's so fucking fake, dude. It's all staged.
I hear you, Steve. I got to look into that. Who knows where that goes? I'll look into it. But it's surprising that we're putting this out.
Oh yeah, because that in itself was the first one that I saw, and I'm like, this is bullshit.
No, everybody in this room right now has a punching bag or at least something they can beat to death, right?
Okay, but you're also live on my entire social media, so that's why you're saying stupid shit, DK. I haven't ended it yet.
All right, I'll be quiet.
But all right, guys, everyone that's watching on social media, I'm gonna cut this feed. I appreciate y'all for being here. 7:00 tonight, I'll be live. I may cover Jen Psaki's White House press conference. Otherwise, I'm just gonna listen to it, or I'll watch it myself, and then I'll talk about it tonight while I'm playing video games. Tonight is a video game night. Don't yell at me. It's my choice. See ya.